Happy Sunday, team. We're just about to head off to the gym and pump some iron because Vanya wants to take her stress out on the iron at the gym.
That's right.
But first, we're going to have some supple blends. More on that later.
I already had my supple blends today.
If you have got yourself a supple blends, this is what you want to do. You want to add the powder first. And then as you add the water, you're going to give it a stir. A lot of the times when you get these, especially unflavored supplements, they're very chalky and they have loads of big like lumps inside. This, smooth.
Scarlet.
Let's go. But not before we strap up Big Yugs for the ride. Because Big Yugs comes everywhere. Say hi, champ. What's up?
What did you tell the people what you did yesterday?
I was very naughty.
What did you do yesterday?
I helped myself to the Wagyu sirloin steak that you left on the worktop, Mum.
You sure did. Savage. And that's why you put out on the balcony for bad behavior, and you were given 0 dinner after that. And you were sorry.
I think that steak was there for the taking.
We're gonna go get my Amazon order. I don't know why no one ever told me about Amazon Prime and how good it is. You order it in the morning and it literally comes 5 hours later. Fabulous. I've been doing shopping like crazy.
Oh, good story, Mum.
I'm just excited now. I'm gonna go get my package. I ordered the Korean skincare. This Korean mask, hydrating mask. He's dropped it up already. Are you ready for the session?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna destroy you.
I just found that supple blends. I'm ready for anything.
This is mine.
What a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
What's in the package?
I told you, with my Korean skincare. Do you want to see? Not sponsored. Oh, it's something else.
What was it?
It's something else. It's this mask thing that I got. This silicone mask.
Tell us more.
I saw someone doing that on YouTube, so I decided I'm going to give it a go. Basically, you put like this moisturizing cream on your face and then you sleep with this mask.
Now you're going to take the box to the gym?
I'm going to put it in the bin. Yeah, so what are we going to train today?
Well, I wasn't even trained, but
I'm feeling really stressed and anxious. So when that happens, I like to go and destroy myself in training.
So what are we going to train today?
Today we're going to train a full body session with weights, but we're going to teach you how you're going to train better, smarter. So most common question we get asked is, how do I fit mobility training into my current training? And what should I be doing in addition to my current training to improve my mobility? But you don't actually have to do anything different. You have to do what you're already doing better. So we're going to show you how to modify your traditional exercises so you can 10x your mobility. There's a bin there for me to put this Amazon order into. So that's what we're going to do today. Get ready. It's going to be challenging. I'm going to destroy Josh.
I just had supple blends. You've got no chance.
Welcome. This is a dog-friendly gym. Oh, how cute is that dog? Hi.
You didn't see him. Say hello, you go.
I'm already feeling pretty warm. Whew. Wow. I'm going to do overhead squats. because I love warming up with overhead squat because it really opens up the whole body. Hips, shoulders, ankles, and yes, I'm training with no shoes because we want that nice flat feet. I'm gonna go for 10. Try not to arch my lower back. I'll try to keep it popped in. I'm gonna superset that with a one arm hang. Yeah, these one arm hangs really open up everything. So that I can open up my lats and also strengthen my grip. Ah. Ooh. And you're gonna see, like, when I go from here, when I go to the one arm, I'll try to stay active, then drop. Because this one really stretches out the shoulder blade and the lat. And I'll actively pull and then switch to the other side. So I'm active here, controlling it, pulling, and then I can just go from one to the other. Strengthens your grip and also your scapula, strengthens your pull. And I'll just hold it for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We're going to superset that overhead squat with pull-ups. Got a 17.5 here, we're going to go for 8 reps. 8 reps, you're doing 8. Keep two going ahead about 10 times there.
All right. So the reason why I like doing neutral grip pull-ups is because they are much more safer for the shoulder. So if you have shoulder issues, you want to make sure that you're doing neutral grip pull-ups. And it also improves that pulling pattern a lot more than pronated does. Into the split squat. So the split squat are often butchered by a lot of people. Now what you want to make sure is that you're actually getting a full range of motion, meaning your knee is going way past your toe, your hamstring is touching the calf, your torso is back, and you're keeping balance. So where most people go wrong is that they don't catch that balance in the first place. So it's almost like they're walking on a tightrope trying to lunge and trying to split squat, whereas you want it more to be like on a train track so that you have nice balance, both hips are pointing forward. And you want to initiate the movement not with the knee, more so with the hip. So leading that movement with the hip and trying to keep the torso back as much as possible. And then pushing back with that heel. Because by doing that, you're really pushing away from the ground, which is activating that front hip and really building that strength in that quad, that VMO, that hip joint. Having a mirror there really helps. You can really judge what direction your knee is traveling in to make sure that it's tracking over that toe. Whew. Good, my legs are feeling toasty, you know why? Yesterday I did a lot of isometric holds, and that really destroys your joints. So now they're feeling at the hips. But that's all good. We keep going. That's the name of the game. Your turn. Yeah, that's better form. You see, if you lack the mobility, what you can do is elevate your front foot onto one of those plates, and that's gonna reduce that range of motion just slightly, but it's gonna allow you to keep that nice form until you improve your ankle mobility. I'm speaking to the people. I'm cueing them. So yeah, thinking about driving that hip forward. Try not to arch your lower back, so tuck that pelvis in more. Yeah, and then leading with the hip. It's always nice to film yourself because you can really get good visual feedback on your errors so you can fix them, because more often than not we think we're doing something when in actual fact we're not really doing that. We like to give ourselves more credit than it's due. Nice. How's that feel? My absolute favorite exercise for lower body strength, mobility, stability, you name it, is the Bulgarian split squat. But I like to do it with both feet elevated because that just gives me, increases my range of motion, allows me to get a lot deeper, as you can see here. This chair is quite short for me. I would need a bigger bench because I would like to get more range, so I can get even deeper.
What's the common mistake you see being made?
Common mistake is people doing half reps, people leaning over too much, people wobbling around. Oftentimes I get asked, like, how do you assume the position? Like, how do you actually get into it? Like, it's just a little bit of trial and error. Some people will tell you, like, you do one of those like funky like measuring things and then that's where your thing is. I don't know about that. I feel like you can sort of maneuver that range of motion depending on how much mobility you want to target, how much sort of like hip extension you want to get. So I feel like you should play with that once you're actually set up in that position.
If you struggle with the stability?
If you struggle with the stability, you can always hold on to something like here. Like, this is still a pretty good exercise, like with 2 fingers. If you load it, so if you put a dumbbell in this hand, that's really gonna challenge that sort of outer hip, and it's gonna build that strength there as well. But what I like to do is hold an overhead position with the barbell. That forces me to really stabilize my core and allows me to get a little deeper. So I'm going to show you how that's done.
You go. What do you reckon, buddy?
Yeah, so obviously you're not going to be able to lift as much weight as you would holding a dumbbell, but it challenges you in a different way, which is what we want. So holding that position, driving up. I like to have a little rest in between legs.
A few minutes later.
You can see how much you can challenge yourself without weight when you train correctly, because you can always manipulate like the lever, where you're holding the weight, which position, how much range of motion you're getting. So it's not all about pumping weight or adding more load. It's really about manipulating that range of motion, extending that range of motion, controlling that range of motion, working on that stability, and then loading that. Too much talking. That's what I said, other leg. So stabilize, find that bench behind you. Whew. I like to make sure I touch my knee to the floor. Another thing, you're really going to expose your weaknesses when you're training in your lateral movement. You're really going to see, like, which side is weaker, which side is tighter. And that really helps you rebalance your body. Training unilateral patterns, single leg, single arm, etc. Your turn. All right. So Josh is showing you a different variation here. Obviously, if you're not at the level where you're gonna hold a barbell overhead, or you're struggling with stability, you're struggling with mobility, here's another great variation of it. Kettlebell. You can even keep the kettlebell in front of you, just one kettlebell in like a goblet position. And you can even hold dumbbells by your sides, dumbbells in one hand. There's many variations to target different parts of the body and different movement patterns. So, but like we spoke about, it's all about challenging traditional training patterns just by changing one or two things. Like, you're going to notice if you're holding that weight overhead when you're doing it, it's a lot more difficult than holding dumbbells by your sides. You go. You having fun?
Okay.
Good boy.
Alright, cool. So we're going to superset those Bulgarian split squats with weighted deep push-ups. This kind of replicates a pelican push-up, but we don't have rings today, so we're going to use this. This is a great variation for either bench press. I mean, I much prefer it because it just allows you to get so much more range, and you can really build strength for your full range of your chest. It's a great opener for your shoulders as well, even your biceps if you can get low enough. So I'm going to go 25, I'm going to go for 10 to 15 reps. I'm hoping I can get 15.
Imagine if the dumbbell just like falls to the side.
Yeah, so the heavier the dumbbell, the easier it will be to use, because like these are a little bit wobbly, as you can see. I kind of like that because it forces you to be even more, you have to activate your stabilizers, and it's just that extra bit of difficulty. We're not taking shortcuts around here.
I would just laugh out loud if that happened to you.
Yeah, nothing makes Miney happier than my misfortune.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. I would suggest that if you guys are doing this, try to get a lot sturdier dumbbells. You don't want to be playing this game. You can even do it in between boxes as well. That's even better, between benches.
We're 12 reps. Pretty happy with that. That's first tough today.
Yeah.
We've had a big week of training this week.
Yeah.
But it's good. The chest pump is real. Vanya, it's your turn.
Woo, ciao.
So we're going to get slow, control down here quickly. We're going to place the knees in the ground and come back up.
I like to get a good stretch down here. You see how we're working mobility at the same time? That's why I love it. Definitely better than your regular doorway stretch. Right? Oh, last one. I'm going to hold it. 5, 4. Ha! Like Arnie. Better than, 10 times better. Alrighty, so that was our second superset. It's short and sharp today. It's just 3 sets of everything back and forth, 45-minute session in total. We're going to finish off with a variation of a simple leg good morning. Because I'm doing it weighted, I'm going to do it with a B stance, so just slightly sort of assisting with my back leg. I'm going to definitely lock this knee. So whoever says that locking your knee is dangerous, don't trust them, because unless you lock your knee, you can't really stretch out that hamstring as well. As soon as you bend the knee like that, you're hitting that glute. We don't want to hit the glute. We want to hit that hamstring. Okay, so I'm just going to arch my lower back, driving the tailbone up. Feels so good on the hammy. Very dynamic, you can see. And then I'm going to pause in the last breath, 10 seconds. Not your regular passive stretch, boy. Whew. Okay, B stance locked, arch lower back. And work within that current range. A lot of stability work here. Oh, okay, I rushed through that one a bit. Oh, that's because my battery is gonna die. Your turn. Yeah, arch your lower back a bit more, stick your booty out. Stop there, yeah. You don't want to go lower than your current range allows. How good does it feel in the hamstring?
And we're going to switch to that with arching scat pulls. So Vanya, reps and time, what are we doing?
We're doing 5 reps of a 3-second hold at the top.
5 reps of 3-second hold?
Yeah. Squeezing the shit out of those scaps at the top. So it's not a lever, it's an arching scat pull.
So this is your regular scat pull just
yeah. Here you want to arch, drive that chest up to the sky. Don't bend your elbows. This one feels so good on the upper back and shoulders. It's like a self massage, really. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're gonna feel like you're ripping the bar apart.
If you're into calisthenics, like I was a few years ago, if you're working on your front lever, this is like a game changer. You get really good at this, it'll help you front lever a lot. When you're doing it, you want to feel like you're dragging the bar down towards the ground. So just feel like you're really driving the bar down as far as you possibly can, but without bending your elbows. Like one step.
I need a booster step. Yeah. Okay.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, I can feel it all cracking in my upper back.
Oh.
It's been asleep for a while.
How do you feel?
I feel alright. I feel a bit knackered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel it, but we got through it.
We did a 30 minute sauna earlier.
Yeah, we did do a
Maybe
30-minute
that's
sauna and 2 bike rides.
Yeah. So we wrap up the video while we're here before we finish on it.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Look, this was just a basic, it's a Sunday today for us, so we're not really going hard out. Our week starts tomorrow. This was more just to get the body moving. And now I feel really good. Like before I came in here, I was super tired. I was just lethargic. And now I feel tired, but good tired. Like I feel really open. And we just did three rounds of two supersets per round. And just really trying to stretch out that lower body, trying to open up the upper back, a few pull-ups. And this is just like a basic sort of like routine that anyone can do. If you're going into your session, you're doing your lower body, think about how you're doing your squats. Think about how you're doing your split squats. Are you getting more range of motion? You know, are you sacrificing that form for added load? You shouldn't be. It's more about form, range of motion, movement awareness, stability, balance, and then adding load onto that. And if you are adding load, try to be sort of creative in the way that you do add it. Overhead, behind, zercher, front rack, opposite arm, opposite leg, and all that sort of stuff. And that's how you can kind of incorporate mobility training, stability training, balance into your existing workouts without changing much at all. So yeah, that's about it. We're gonna have a nice steak now.
You didn't eat.
You didn't eat.
What about supple blends?
Ooh, supple blend, boy. I took mine this morning. It's just about taking it every day. I was reading a lot of research on protein. It says like, people will tell you need to load it like 20 grams, over the course of a month until you saturate your cells. You don't need to be loading it, guys. You just need to be taking 5 grams daily over the course of a few weeks. You're gonna notice a lot of changes in your performance recovery. It really works.
And why have we paired Clear Fuel with collagen?
I think because pure collagen is an important supplement which many people don't get enough of, especially as we're aging, especially as we're training a lot. And it's just a nice, convenient way to get more collagen in your diet. You know, especially if you're not eating muscle meat, if you're only eating muscle meat, if you're not eating the whole animal, you're not getting that collagen through lean meats, fatty meats, then supplementing that is important as well. And it's just a nice, convenient way. You don't have to take lots of different supplements. Just take it one downer, and you know, you're good to go.
One and done.
One and done, yeah.
One and done. Alright, cool. Well, we will see you guys in the week. Vanya, you've got some education on YouTube this week.
Education, yeah, plenty of education.
What have they got to look forward to this week?
Maybe you guys can comment on what you want to see. I have something planned, but you guys can let me know what kind of education bits you want to see.
Yeah.
And I'll get it done.
Cool. Awesome, guys. Good session. We'll see you next time. So bye, Ukes. You go. Time to go, buddy.